Well, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And I told you I was going to deliver, so you got cupcakes from my wife.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I can't wait to get into those. Yeah. And coaches, don't look at this. This is mine. I'm going to put my name on it. I'm excited about that. I hadn't had any of those since last school year, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. We get to celebrate my birthday this weekend, so I appreciate that, Coach. And you got to celebrate a week without without a ball game.
Well, we won. I mean, so we didn't have a game. Our guys, we had a nice practice last week. I gave them a couple of days off, and most of the guys on Saturday they went up and worked the Georgia game. So that was
cool.
That was something those guys were looking forward to, and just getting away and seeing a different atmosphere.
Well, and what an atmosphere that was with College Game Day there.
Yeah.
I mean, just as the camera panned across the crowd, it's just a ridiculous number of people there.
Oh, absolutely. And and the guys that we had 52 guys go up, and most of them worked on the field and really enjoyed it. I mean, those guys looking at the light show and seeing those guys run out on the field. I remember when I did it and the rush that you feel when you're out there. Yeah. So it's hopefully they experience that.
Over 90,000 people there, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it was close to 93. So one of the biggest crowds in Georgia history. So I'm just glad those guys pulled out with a win. It got tight at the end, but they found a way to win the game.
You had another win this past week as your JV taking on Middle Georgia. Mm-hmm. Some guys really kind of getting an opportunity to be seen in the JV game.
And we preach to those guys it's not a demotion. We really just want to see you go out there and play in a game atmosphere and see what you can do. And we saw guys making plays, and out of that game we elevated maybe 3 guys to come to the varsity. Just so that because they worked hard for that chance, and we're going to give them an opportunity to play varsity football.
Well, I'll tell you what, when in the years to come, they'll look back and they'll say, "I played college football." They won't say whether they played JV or varsity.
Right.
They say, "I played college football."
That's right. And it's a tool, that we use to develop these guys, and most of these guys that are coming in from high school, and they need coaching, they need technique, they need a lot of different things, and you're able to do that on a JV football team.
Well, I think they forget, too, that one of the best ways for a coach to see you is in an actual game situation. Right. That's where it kind of separates who can really do and who can just do it at practice.
That's correct.
They're very different.
Absolutely.
Well, we're joined tonight. We mentioned we got quite a rundown of coaches coming up in a little bit. We'll introduce them during the different breaks. But our first coach up here is Jared Rutherford. He's the offensive coordinator, works with quarterbacks. Coach, you come from a couple of other schools before you got to LaGrange College. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. I started off as a graduate assistant coach at Georgia State University. Worked closely with the quarterbacks there, and then from there I got my first full-time job as a receivers coach at Point University for 3 years, and then after that I made my way over here to LaGrange College and working with the quarterbacks since then.
So were you like eating at Coach's down in West Point and said, "Hey, I like that guy"?
Well, when I think when Coach was looking for a quarterback coach, he called around, and Jared came highly recommended from some coaches that he knew and that was close to him in the coaching profession, and it was a no-brainer for us. Some of the things they talked about was, he was very detailed in his work, and he coached his butt off when he had an opportunity to do it. So, and Coach, he really gravitated to just making sure that he was the guy. We tried to get him, and we went after him. We got him.
Well, you did. Now, are you enjoying being above the net line? I guess that's a big question. So that you don't have gnats in your mouth in practice all day long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is good.
I'm sure at Georgia State that was quite a problem for y'all. One of the things I wanted to ask you, Coach, is you got Lindsey kind of stepping in at the quarterback position this year, a sophomore, but didn't get to play last year. How do you motivate a guy, get him going he's a little older than some of the other people, but to teach him those skills that he needs to be the leader of the team?
Well, I mean, it's a learning experience for him. I mean, he's excited about it. It's his chance to get some live game reps. So, I mean, it's a learning experience. I mean, this is his, going into his 3rd start. So he's learning a lot. I mean, he's basically a redshirt freshman. So he's going in there. The bullets are flying. He's learning on the fly, but he's doing a great job taking coaching, giving effort, and trying to be a leader. So we're excited about his future.
One of the things that Bill and I talk about when we're doing the ball games is how poised he seems to be back in the pocket. He doesn't get rushed. He really doesn't change his outward demeanor. Is he the same way internally?
Yes, sir, he is. He has a lot of confidence in his abilities, which is a good thing at the quarterback position. So I'm excited that he's comfortable the pocket. We just got to get him to, make some good throws, which he has been doing, and making good decisions, and sky's the limit for him.
Well, we've noticed, too, that we've been a little more just kind of a run and then into just kind of a pocket passer. Will we see as the season goes on, you kind of rolling him out a little bit more from the RPO standpoint?
Yes, sir. We going to get that in the game plan soon. Just trying to get him, using his mobility outside the pocket, which is one of his strengths. He's athletic. He can use his legs, create plays. So that's definitely something that's a strong suit for him.
You've also got a unique situation. You've got an experienced quarterback in Cam Perkins that you've got kind of that little ace in the hole that you can bring out. It's not just a wildcat situation. He can throw the ball, too.
Yes, sir. He can. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw the intermediate passes, short game. So he's a valuable tool that we have in our pocket to be able to use when we need it.
Yep, it's good to have those kind of guys. Well, Coach Rutherford, glad you're up here. We're going to take our first break. We come back. We got lots more to talk about. We're at Your Pie for the LaGrange College Coaches Show right here on Eagle Sports.
Do you know what your house is worth? Yeah, you can look it up on the internet, but that's the general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson. Because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville. You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange. Has your dentist told you it's time to remove your wisdom teeth, or you need dental implants? Maybe you're wanting a facial cosmetic procedure. You might find yourself in need of bone grafting or an oral pathology. Then you need West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. They can help your family to get started and be with you through, till you're smiling again. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery. Call today or ask your dentist to make an appointment for you. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery in LaGrange, 1587 Vernon Road, and on the web at westgaoralsurgery.com.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, live here from Your Pie here on in downtown LaGrange, Georgia. Come on by. The balloon animals were being made and the pizza's being made. They got the new pasta. That's a big part of their menu. We invite you to join us here every Monday night, but especially here as we start at 7 o'clock, LaGrange College. After this show, we'll have Andrew Caraway talking about Callaway football. I think he may go an hour with his show tonight. I've got to watch him. Troop High School comes up at 8 o'clock, and then 8:30 we'll talk about LaGrange High School football. But I've got Coach Dale Kramer, Antonio White, and Coach John Cody joining us now. Guys, let's start. Dale, let's start with you. You work with our running backs. And now let's address the elephant in the room. What's it like to be the youngest guy at the table?
Absolutely wonderful. This is a great opportunity, and I'm just glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
I'm a transfer from the Bayou. I come over from the state of Louisiana, where I was a coach for almost 30 years. Had the opportunity to be on some great coaching staffs. We won state championship at Evangel Christian Academy, where we were 3rd in the nation back in '98, and under Coach Dunn and Coach Duran. Had a lot of good mentors, Johnny Booty. Then went out on my own for a long time and circled back around and joined Calvary Baptist, and with Shea Patterson, Greedy Williams, Lee Williams, and had 2 back-to-back state championships.
But he's not dropping any names.
Oh, yeah. There's some small names.
just little names.
Just Rolodex.
The question is, you may have their number, but do they call you back? That's the big question.
They call me quite a bit. I have a good relationship with a lot of young men, and I really take a lot of pride in working with young people and help them in life.
Coach, how long have you been in this business?
Almost 30 years.
30 years. That's awesome. Now, there, of course, there's new challenges to come into a small college like LaGrange College, especially as many freshmen as we get to come in. And Coach and I talk about that all the time. How do you get those young guys motivated to understand that this is a different level?
Just by constantly speaking with them and let them know that the game has changed. NCAA football is a lot faster, and the coaching aspect is also fast. Being on the sidelines, it's a lot difference between, high school and college, and we just keep emphasizing that, working with them and try to develop them mentally and let them grow maturely and then also physically.
You're the running backs coach, so I've been really appreciating the fact that you get a lot of guys in that backfield. You're rolling a lot of guys through and get a lot of guys touches.
Yes, we do. We're very healthy. We keep people going. We have a lot of situational backs, and we really work hard, and I'm really blessed to have a lot of young men in the backfield this year, and we're young, and so, we have a lot of things coming in the future.
All right. Well, go over to Coach Antonio White. Coach, now you came from LaGrange College from another school that we had a little incident with just a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. I graduated from there in 2017 of December, and played my 3.5 years there. I got a chance to transfer in from Division II in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
Payne College.
Now, were you there for the inaugural opening of the stadium? I know that we did. Was that about 4 or 5 years ago?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, a few years back. Actually, LaGrange had came up.
Yeah. I was there at that ball game.
If I can recall, I want to say Antonio did drop a touchdown in that game.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
We got you back on that, man.
It always comes around.
That's right.
I said I got you one, Coach Chambers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Imagine how that conversation. Hey, I'll drop his pass. You can give me a job.
I want to get into coaching, Coach. So yeah.
There you go. What's inspired you to want to be a coach?
My coaches, actually. My dad had been my football coach growing up through, Pee Wee, through really half of middle school ball, and just idolizing him as not only, being my father figure, but also a coach that, taught me a game that I love. And, man, just the coaches that I was able to come in contact with, not only the coaches that I'm with now, man, just kind of changed the game for me and changed my life, and knew that I wanted to do this.
Well, you mentioned that you had one over there. Did you bring this one with you? Let's go ahead and pass the mic down.
Okay.
Coach John Cody. Coach, you also were up at Berry.
Yes, sir. Just graduated May of this past year. So.
Okay, you're fresh out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did you use a little networking with Antonio? Did y'all come together? Y'all a package deal, or?
Well, I actually
because
didn't
you look like maybe you were blocking for him coming through.
Blocked for him. But I actually didn't even know he was coming until I got here.
Really?
Coach K actually hooked me up with Coach Chambers, and we talked over Christmas. And that's when I decided I felt like this was gonna be the best place for me to go, and I found out in May that Tony was coming too.
It's great to have a familiar face to see.
Oh, yeah.
But, as you think about the rivalry now that's developing between Berry and LaGrange College, there's a lot of familiar faces. With Coach K coming from this program, going up there, and we're kind of back and forth with the two. Tell us about, right now, a lot of folks grow up in very traditional Pee Wee football and that sort of thing, and they run an I or run a little baby wishbone or something like that. Tell us about an H-back. Tell me what it's like coaching H-backs.
H-backs is the hybrid between the skilled players and then the linemen. We do our fair share of blocking. Mm-hmm. We also get to live the lineman's dream and go out for a pass, try to catch a touchdown every now and then. So they enjoy it. I tell them that we have the hardest job on the field because we got to know both the run game and pass game. So I feel like we get toughest job on the field.
Well, I think if we went to the NFL and we looked at the average of coaches that are coaching actively, I think it's something like 70% were linemen. Because people don't realize it. Y'all got to think than the trenches.
Oh yeah, it's definitely as much mental as it is physical down there in the trenches. I feel like you got to know what your opponent's doing, what the defense is doing, where the blitz is coming and stuff like that. So it's definitely a mental aspect to it. Well,
I appreciate you, Coach. We've got again Coach Kramer, Coach White, Coach Cody joining us. We got more coaches coming up, so stay with us. You're listening to the Coaches Show right here on Eagle Sports.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie, made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? Yeah, you can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need RE/MAX results agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready, or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX result agent Hilton Swanson today.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show live here from Your Pie in downtown LaGrange, Georgia. We're here every Monday night having a great time talking football from 7 o'clock right up until 9. Of course, every night we come up, every Monday night we start off with LaGrange College football. We'll have Callaway football followed by Troop High School football, and then LaGrange High School football following that. But right now we're talking about LaGrange College football. LaGrange didn't have a game last week, so we went and we got all the coaches to come out. We told them they're going to get fed. So we're going to begin with Nick Roget. Nick, I got to tell you, the biggest, and I think you and I have talked about this, the biggest problem I had when you were playing is I pronounced your name about 5 or 6 different ways.
Yes, sir. Roget is the way to say it.
Yeah, I think I had Raja and
I've heard it a million different ways.
That's right.
Well, I think we would during the opening when we're doing the lineups, we'd call something. I'd just say Nick for the rest of the ball game. So
there you go.
That's safe. Now, of course, Nick, you work with our defensive backs and work as defense coordinator, but you're also the strength and conditioning coach. How important is that for our program?
Yes, sir. That's very important. Obviously, the bigger, the faster, and the stronger the guys are on the field, the better chance of them being successful on the field. So I do everything in my power to make that happen day by day within the weight room, during the season, out of season, and even over summer for the guys who are able to stay.
Now, a lot of guys have different. Y'all got a great weight room for one. The college has done a great job of getting everything ready for y'all. A lot of free weights, a lot of machines. How do you work the guys?
Yeah, for the most part, everyone's on the same basic plan. Some guys have slight adjustments depending on if they're hurt or what position they play, things like that. But for the most part, everything is free weights, dumbbells, a lot of explosive movements, a lot of cleans, a lot of clean variations, squats, things that are going to help you become a better athlete, not necessarily become a better powerlifter or bodybuilder. But everything we do generates to being a better athlete on the football field.
Well, I think another thing people realize, too, is that on an off week, that's not when you set aside the strength and conditioning. You actually kind of maybe intensify that a little bit on an off week.
Yeah, no doubt, especially the way I set my program up. Every 3 weeks, I kind of go at it, and then the 4th week is kind of a deload week. So it just so happened that our bye week fell in the 3rd week, so this was our heavier of the 3 weeks that we've had since the season started. So I'm not sure if the guys liked it or not, but they got after it, and I enjoyed it a lot.
The coach was like, "Please, let's play a game, Coach. Please."
Oh yeah.
Coach Nick's about to take us out. Got Philip Manning over there beside you. Y'all were teammates at LaGrange College. I think 16, 17, the 2 years that y'all played. Philip, tell us about what you played there at the college.
I played offensive line, guard, and center while Coach Mummy was there. So a lot of pass setting.
So as soon as you hear a ball snap, you step back.
Yeah.
Well, now tell us what you're working with the offensive line, of course, you're using those skills. Now, do y'all collaborate between all the different coaches that work through the offense to decide how we're going to do the different sets, the different run blocks, the different pass blocks, put all that together?
Yes, sir, for the majority. We're going to collaborate each week depending on what we see throughout the scouting report, depending on what we think we can attack the defense with. And we kind of go from there on how we want to set and how we want to block a certain scheme that week.
We've been excited that Coach Rutherford is really kind of beginning to spread things out. You got the good run plan, got a good pass plan as well. Is it nice to be able to actually get guys to be able to explode off the ball and do a run block.
Yes, sir. That's one thing we've been preaching since day one, since we got on campus, is speed off the ball. It's going to create power. So we're trying to get those guys moving forward, moving people off the football. That makes our lives a lot easier.
All right, now something that people that are in the stands may wonder as they're watching the game is that y'all are a no-huddle offense primarily. How do the guys get their calls? How do they know what to do getting ready for the next play?
I mean, we have different guys signaling throughout. So, I mean,
I don't want you to give away secrets.
Yeah,
We got folks listening.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
we just signal, and I mean, they know the signals, and we practice it every day. So that's how we kind of roll through it.
I think that you also have done a great job this year of getting these guys very disciplined. I think that we haven't had a whole lot of false starts. I think we're doing a good job of also getting up to the ball and getting ready to go. A delay of game drives me crazy. That comes from guys not knowing where to go, but you guys have done a great job of being ready, getting down.
Yes, sir. One thing we try to practice, preach during practice, is get on the ball fast. How fast can we get the ball off? But we're still working on it. We can get better at that.
Well, of course you can. Another guy that can get better. No, I'm picking. Is Coach. I've been saving that one for Coach Kittle Todd. He's joining us now. Works with the linebackers. Coach, glad to have you back again. You and I have had a chance to talk a few times over the years. And tell the folks about what all you do there with the college.
Well, I got a lot of things sprung on to me this year because we wanted to let Coach Chambers just manage our whole football team. So helping him with head coaching duties and me and Coach Roger working, coordinating the defense has been a big deal. Been a big help for us as a program because, like I said, it just helps Coach Chambers, frees him up to take care of the more things that are more important to our football program.
Well, I know that one of the things that I'm speaking from being up in a booth watching the game. I don't get a chance to talk to y'all that much during the week, but as we've changed the offense to where we've got more balanced attack, we've got a little bit more ball control, that's really helped your defense as well to not be just exhausted coming off the field.
I think our first two games we played a total of 120 snaps, even though the second game didn't fare out too well for us, but that's what we want to play is
right.
About 60, 70 snaps a game, so that way we can be successful.
Well, and I think that you have been. One of the things that we've talked about is you've got a great class that's coming in. Got some bigger guys coming in, both physically down front and also a few taller guys, because we've always kind of joked about our secondary sometimes could lead us down the yellow brick road. They're not always the tallest guys.
Yes, sir. Well, we had Coach Mann. We brought him in this spring, and he knows a whole lot of guys out in South Georgia, and he did a really good job of going down there and getting some really good football players. And, kudos to him for doing a great job, and plus everybody else on the staff, because I was a recruiting coordinator at the time, and it's kind of hard just getting guys to go get guys we need to help fix our program.
Well, I'll tell you what, recruiting is one of the most important things that you guys do, and we appreciate all the hard work y'all put into that. Let's go and take another break. We'll come back. We'll bring our last group in of coaches and also a director of football operations. Can't wait to hear about this. You're listening to the Coaches Show live here from Your Pie on Eagle Sports.
Has your dentist told you it's time to remove your wisdom teeth, or you need dental implants? Maybe you're wanting a facial cosmetic procedure. You might find yourself in need of
Welcome back to the Coaches Show live here from Your Pie. I'm Jack Mormon, and appreciate you joining us here on this Monday night here at Your Pie. We're having a great time. We're talking football, and Coach Chambers has brought all the coaches in, except for poor old Rob Randolph. Bless his heart, he's back washing clothes.
Hey, everybody you got duties, and after practice, that's part of his job this week, and it rotates, every week who's going to do the clothes. So he just happened to fall on the wrong day.
Well, I remember you and I have talked in the past about logistics and how tough that is to move things around. And you've added a position this year and brought in Miss Abby Brown to be the Director of Football Operations. And, Abby, you kind of tell folks about what are the main things you do in that role. I know that it's a lot of scheduling. You were working on spreadsheets just this afternoon.
Honestly, it's hard to say what exactly I do. If I were to say anything, I'd say that I am the right hand to Coach Chambers.
Yes.
It's hard because I come in and it's like, I need you to do this, I need you to take this there, and I need you to schedule this. And I just do my best to take care of it. That was my work study in college, so that kind of gave me an idea, but I've been learning as I go.
Well, of course, now you're a KD. That tells a lot about why you can do that, because you were a KD with my daughter Anna there at the college. So you got to be smart. You got to be talented right there.
You got to.
Well, Abby, we appreciate. I know the coach appreciates all that hard work. He's told me several times just what a relief that is off of his back to worry about. Are we going to be able to eat? Are we going to have a place to stay? Is the bus going to have enough gas in it? Is there enough money left in the budget to do this? So, we appreciate all your hard work. You got another coach over there beside you, Coach Brandon White. And Coach White, you've been stalking Chambers for a while now since Valdosta State. Is that what I understand?
Yeah. I got recruited and transferred to Valdosta State, and that's where I met Coach Chambers, and we kept in contact over the years ever since then. So it's just been a relationship that we built with me playing in college, and now 10, 11, 12 years later, we still to this day communicate.
Well, you've worked at the high school level as a coach.
Yes.
And the opportunity came up, and Coach said that one of the things that you have is a lot of perseverance. Some people call that the pestering, but you got what you wanted. You kept going after it. I appreciate that.
Just a goal is set in your life. You put that goal, you set it forward, and you work towards that. And that's ultimately what you want to do, because I worked the last 6 years at high school level, and I said I eventually, as years go on, get into the college level and look on here now. So,
you're working with the defensive line, and one of the things that I've been very impressed with, we got some quick guys down the line.
Yes.
We got a big guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're not going to move Joe.
Yeah.
But the other guys kind of move quickly off the ball.
Yes, and the thing is that they know that's their advantage of the game is moving and penetrating the backfield and being quick. We got Joe in the middle. He anchors everything, so everybody else moving around. And that's how we control the line of scrimmage there.
Well, and I think that it's being very effective. It also frees up your linebackers to do some things to get to the ball a lot quicker too. Well, guys, y'all coming off the hook because Coach and I only have a minute, and we got a ball game coming up this week.
That's right. We got a game. So, but first and foremost, my staff, they do a wonderful job. I'm glad they're on my staff.
Big applause on the staff.
And these guys, they work their tails off every week to get us in a position to win a football game. And it's just not who they are on the field. They're good people off the field. You got fathers, you got boyfriends, they're just good men, and they're good mentors to our players.
Well, just at the few moments we've had to interview with every one of them exceptional. I'm very proud of the job they did. Coach, y'all going to be traveling this week, your longest road trip of the year.
We're traveling about 10 hours north to apprentice school, the shipbuilders.
Yep.
So we're excited. I think our guys are ready to play. It's been too long. They're tired of practicing. They're tired of hearing my mouth how bad we look right now until we play again. I'm still trying to absorb the loss from Barry. So the only way to get over that loss is really to go win a football game. So we just want to make sure they understand the small details that need to be ironed out before Saturday gets here. And let's mentally prepare, physically prepare. And we got to travel well. We're going to watch a bunch of movies. We're going to enjoy each other.
Now, Abby, do you schedule the movies too?
Well, that's one job I forgot to tell. Yeah.
We need you. We need Rudy. We need Longest Yard. We need
some action movies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, Coach, it's been a great night tonight.
Absolutely.
Again, every Monday night, come join us here at Your Pie. We'll be talking football. Hopefully, we'll be talking about a big LaGrange College win coming up next Monday. For Coach, I'm Jack Mormon. We'll see you in just a few moments with the Callaway Show with Andrew Caraway, Coach Pete Wiggins, in just a moment.
Kibbs.